2022 Porsche 911 GT3. Now, I really like this car, I really do, but I'm going to give you 5 reasons why you should not buy one. And the first reason is price. The 2018 991.2 GT3 had an MSRP of about $144,000. This car in 2022 had an MSRP of $161,000, and in 2024 they've raised that to $182,000. And it doesn't stop there, because with a Porsche you can't just buy the base car. There's a whole bunch of options that you have to choose. So these cars are usually in the low 200s now, 225 to 250 depending on options, and dealers are adding an additional dealer markup on that between $25,000 and $75,000 to buy these cars. So they are really expensive. I actually paid way over MSRP for mine for a certified pre-owned car. Reason number 2 why not to buy a 911 GT3. Every 911 that comes out of Porsche, except for the GT3 and the GT3 RS, comes standard with Porsche Entry and Drive. With the GT3, you have to unlock the door with a key. What I think is funny is that you don't actually need the key to start the car. The 991.2 and earlier GT3s, you actually needed to stick the key into the dashboard to start the car. In the 992, it does detect the key in your pocket and allows you to start the car. It just won't unlock, which to me is super odd, because if they have the circuitry to detect the key in your pocket to start the car, why can't it detect you walking up to the car? It used to be that Porsche would remove options in the GT cars to save weight, and things like removing power seats and power windows did indeed save a little bit of weight. With today's materials, you're not actually saving a whole lot with those, but the removal of some of the options in the GT3 just didn't make sense, like Entry and Drive. Reason number 3, Porsche puts these beautiful sports seats in the car, and you can option them with 18-way adjustments. But in the GT3, unlike the rest of the 911s, you can't option it with seat memory. The other thing you can't option in the 992 GT3 is surround view. The only thing you can get are the rear parking sensors and the rear camera, which is standard. Now, this seems like not a big deal, except for the front lip of the 992 GT3 is really low. What you'll find is that when you're parking, it'd be really nice to have a camera. Alright, and the 5th thing I really dislike about the 992 GT3, this car is easier to stall than any other car I've driven. I've been driving manual transmissions for 31 years, and this is probably the easiest car to stall of any one I've owned. And look, I know nobody cares about any of that stuff when you're on a twisty road with a manual transmission and a 9,000 RPM red line and 502 horsepower. But it is kind of annoying.